Good morning. You can kind of not see me because it's just the angle that I have to have the camera in order to have this work. You will see me maybe shortly at some point. What I'm going to do today is show you how this is just so not working how I intended for it to. This big Pyrex bowl. Remember, as I told you yesterday, I love Pyrex glass and stainless steel. Those are things that make me happy, and measuring cups and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I mix up my henna for my hair. It is long overdue. Several people said, oh, just let it go. No. So hopefully you can see this. This is the pour over that I spoke of in another video. This is the French press. We're going to use this bowl. Now there's a reason why. Some people use lemon juice. That's dandy. When you're mixing your henna, you want something acidic. I prefer to use coffee because it helps to make my henna a little bit darker. And I'm going to be using the leftover of, this is what's left, and it's the brand name I will mispronounce, but it's like Mature henna. This one has 9 herbs for silky. It helps condition your hair. I don't have my glasses on, but I will try to tell you what it has in it. Apparently it has an endless supply. And I apologize. Apparently we have a glare. That's better. And I, again, apologize. I don't have. It has hibiscus, brahmi. Here, I will just show you because I cannot pronounce all the names that are on this. I know I will butcher them badly. Has neem, aloe vera, amla. All of it conditions and cleans your hair. So whenever you're done with this, your hair is clean when you rinse the henna out. Now, I forgot to get my little spoon. Hang on just a second. This will stain. This is a stain. It's a plant-based stain. So treat it as such. See my spoon? I will show you my spoon. This is my trusty, and there's still a glare. I'm sorry. Apparently I can't get rid of it. I have this like right in front of, and it's still not showing it. Have you ever had one of those Tuesdays that are like Mondays over again? That's what today is. So I apologize. I'm going to set that down there and kind of rearrange a few things real quick. Okay, the most important thing is that you can see the bowl. What you see is, I told you about this yesterday, my hot water heater, or not heater, my hot water, that doohickey. What you want to do is have, and I'm going to start by adding my coffee, because it's the coolest of the liquids that I have. It's been sitting for a while. But what you want to do is add your liquid just a little bit at a time. And I'm going to have more henna, I can tell you this already. And if you're thinking that's an awful lot of powder, you're right. I have an awful lot of hair. That's just the way that goes. But anyway, you want to mix. You want the consistency of about yogurt. I tend to make mine just a little thinner than that. The reason being is because my hair is so thick that most of the time, if I have to have it just a little bit thinner than a yogurt consistency, because if I don't, it just will not, it will not stay in my hair long enough to do anything. Go ahead and start the dishwasher while we're fiddling with that. Now, this has had time to cool down just a little bit. You want it warm, you know, much like your coffee. You don't want it so hot that it's going to burn your henna. You just don't want to burn your henna. And you add just a little bit of water at a time. Is it easier to mix up hair dye? Probably. Is this going to damage my hair? No. This is why I use it. I can't see how long this has been. But you can see how this is starting to resemble kind of a mud, which is what you want. Henna, some people call it henna mud. I'm just going to add just a smidge more water. My water is actually a little more hot than what I like for it to be. I just wanted to hurry up and get this done, so that's kind of why we're doing it this way. Now, I do recommend when you get ready to put this on your hair, if you do henna, make sure I stand in my tub and do my hair. It will stain anything it comes in contact with. Your sink, your hands, your skin, the whole 9 yards. It's going to stain it. The henna is also going to put a reddish, almost orange hue on your hair, depending upon your natural color or whatever color you're trying to mix it with. I do not recommend putting it on top of colored hair. It'll work because most commercial dyes actually have a measure of henna in them, from what I've been told. I really have never looked at the back of a package. Some people will flip out when you tell them that you use henna. Don't worry about it. I've done it for years. You see my hair. You see how thick and healthy it is. This is part of the reason why. If, you know, I know other people that may watch this may flip. It's what I do. I don't care. You do what you do. I do what I do. Now, I'm going to let this sit for just a minute, and then I'm going to talk to you. I do mine now because I have so much more gray. So I do more of a one-step process than a two-step. I also use indigo. And this I will cover with saran wrap. I have to add a little bit more to it because that's just not enough. The consistency is getting there. This is about what you want. A little bit thinner. But looking at it, I know I'm going to have to add another packet of dye. So, let me make sure you could see that. I do apologize for the glare. I thought it would be a cool plant. I thought it would work right here in front of my window. But apparently not. So, anyway, this is how I mix my henna. I either will do a one-step where I cover it with saran wrap. I let the color release. I let mine sit in a warm place, not hot, but a warm place for several hours and let the color release. If you want to, within about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, give or take, it's ready. I like to let mine I may even wait till tomorrow to actually do my hair. Just to let it's kind of like a resting type thing, to completely let the color release. And you're going to mix it up again before you put it on your hair. And you can use like a brush like you do regular hair dye. I tend to, I split my hair up as much as I can, and then I kind of just slap mud on my hair, you know, as neatly as possible. But of course, like I said, I generally will sit down in the bathtub and put it in my hair because it's messy. If you're going to stand in your bathroom, I suggest putting down like maybe newspaper or something like that, because it will stain. Let me emphasize that over and over. It will stain. So that's going to be all for this video. I may show you how I do my indigo later. It does not have to sit as long. About 20 minutes with the indigo, it's done. And you can mix the two of them together and do one application, or you can do the henna first to make sure it covers the gray really well, and then go back over with the indigo. Either way, I love it. I'll show you the results later. Have a good day. Remember, I'm the mayor's daughter, and I'll see you. Bye. Thanks for, and please excuse the chaos that's going on around behind, because small counters. See you. Bye. Okay. I took a little break because you didn't really need to see me just continually stirring something. But I wanted to show you here in just a second, because I just added a little bit more liquid to it. The consistency that I do for my henna. I added 200 more milligrams. I can't remember of henna powder. I can't remember exactly how much was left in the other package. I'm sorry, I turned the heat off and I'm still burning up. But it's basically going to look something like this. Now, the way that it's got a little bit of water kind of not mixed in, that's, as I mix it, it's going to keep mixing. I can still see a little bit of graininess. That's going to remedy itself. But I also forgot to tell you, if you do decide to do henna, use wooden utensils, glass, no metal. Something in metal will react badly with henna. So, that's winded me. My house is too hot to live right now. So anyway, and also if you're going to do this, and like I said, I get in the shower and do it that way, and then put my hair up in the shower cap doohickeys that you put on your head when you color your hair. You can buy packs of them at like Sally's and I think Walmart too. I can't remember. But I do that, and then I put a couple of Walmart bags on top of that because I have so much hair that I need them. But anyway, that is the gist of, and during the course of this, I did add more coffee. I did add more hot water, obviously, because I added more powder. If you want to, sorry, I'm sweating to death. If you want to use lemon juice instead, that's fine. You can use concentrated or fresh lemon juice. I've seen some recipes where they call for milk. I have never done that. I used to buy my henna from a local shop here, and the shop owner told me to just mix it with water and go. Then later he told me, you know, if I wanted to make it darker, you know, if I needed something acidic, I could use coffee, and that's what he recommended. I tried it, and I like it that way. This is the same henna that people do henna tattoos with. It's the same thing. It's henna. It's pure henna, which is another thing. Guys, if you buy henna and it does not say This is the other brand that I got because I forgot, I couldn't remember the other brand that I showed you earlier. If it does not say pure henna on it, there's a good possibility. There's also, you see where it says it's chemical free, the PPD free. PPD is a big, huge thing that ends up in hennas that say that they will give you, say, black. A lot of times it will have PPD in it. This is pure henna. This is it's generally, you see the green look? It's an earthy smell, kind of smells like spinach. You'll know it. Once you've used it a couple of times, you'll know it. I use it and have used it for several years just because it doesn't have all of these things. It's a plant, generally from India, around in the Middle East, and it works wonderfully. It does not damage your hair. It conditions your hair, and I love it. So I'm going to put some saran wrap over this, and we're done for now. See you, bye.